So I put the new car on the lift for the first time. 2021 Turbo S 992. And I thought I'd do a little tour underneath the car since you don't see that every day. And the thing that is most noticeable underneath is that the entire bottom is covered in flat panels, presumably for aerodynamics. So you can go 205 miles an hour when you pick up your kids from daycare. It's covered all the way to the front. Can't quite see it, but there's literally nothing uncovered underneath. Even the ductwork here. The brakes you can see in the axle and so forth. The brakes are comically big, and you can tell when you jump on it. This, by the way, is a Benpack RBJ 45 rolling bridge jack to get the tires off the runners. It is taller than I wanted it to be, so I was worried that it wasn't going to clear. But I did, when I put the axle lift up, the car clears it from front to back. I slid the thing all the way from one end to the other and it was fine. It probably would make it without the axle lift, but I'm not about to find out. With the axle lift up, it works. And this car does not have this is the standard ride height car. It's not the one that's lowered 10 millimeters. So proceed at your own caution if you do that. Use that rolling bridge jack. Back here, you get a look at the engine. The turbos on both sides. Both sides look the same. Unlike the 991, this car has a true PSE sport exhaust system with a flap in the exhaust, so when you hit the exhaust button, it is actually louder. The 991 just pumped extra sound into the cabin for reasons I never really understood. This is much, it's just much more visceral and real. When you start this car up, it starts with an actual roar. It sounds good. And there's a lot of burble on downshift, so they did a lot of work to make it sound more like a proper sports car. I think a lot of it came from the GT2 RS. My dealer calls this car a GT2 RS wearing a business suit. The most distressing part, of course, is that the oil pan, sorry about the lights, the oil pan is made out of plastic. So I don't know if that's, well, I don't know what the thinking there is. Maybe it's more forgiving for, you know, rocks and things. It doesn't crack the way aluminum does. Maybe it's just cheaper, I don't know, but it's plastic. And of course there's no dipstick on these cars, so you're just dependent on that sensor, and the sensor takes a while to register, so doing oil changes at home is you know, a challenge unless you have a dealer computer to check the level. You can check it on the dash, but it takes forever to register, and it's just not very confidence inspiring. The tires are huge. They're, I think, 315, 30, 21s, which is just a little smaller, I think, than the GT2 RS. But anyway, that's the underside. See if I move over here a little bit. That's what it looks like under a 992 Turbo S. Overall, it's very smooth.